And you thought the video was out, didn't you? You thought something was wrong with the audio, and you just cut out. Okay, right? Um. Other than that, it's okay. I didn't say the intro. I was just fucking with you guys. Okay. Hello to you, brothers and sisters. I know, I know, I know. Only watch the video topics that you like. Never watch video topics that you don't like because I may offend you. Okay, because I try to change it up. So there may be something you want to talk about in your videos. I recommend that each one of you, you ass hats, create a video about your perspective and your opinion and also your research, okay? Because I do plenty of research, but I don't tell you that I do all the research. I just do the research and then I just put it as something simple. Like I said before, I narrow it down under the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. So I'm already there. Okay, it's as simple as black and white. I try to make it as clear as simple. But this topic for today, okay, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast you put it down below. I'm your friendly neighborhood Schizologist. Listeners' discretion is advised. I can be pretty explicit. I don't break any policy, but you know how white people are, Milanos, when they listen to my videos. A portion of them, mostly them, because blacks and minorities don't care for my videos. They don't watch it. Okay, I know they don't. Okay, but other than that, I was born and bred in the United States, and most of my views come from the United States, and some of them come from Ethiopia to Bangladesh to India. But I get a lot of more love from other countries than in my own country, which is sad. But let's get on with the topic. Today's topic will be about mistakes that you can't take back. For if a man makes mistakes versus a woman who makes mistakes. This is why it's very important to protect your daughters. Because I try to tell people all the time, if a female makes a mistake, if you read your religion itself, she's supposed to be stoned. Especially when it comes to sexuality. It's very important that a woman doesn't spread herself like peanut butter to everybody else. Very important of that. Now, it's okay to her to spread herself with her sisters with one king, but it's not beneficial for a woman to lay with multiple men because that damages her body. It does a lot more damage to her than the other way around. So it is best for your mistakes to be minimized before they happen. So if you come across, if you're a young female, I know young females don't watch my videos because they don't understand what a real man is. They just look at what is prettiest and what is more attractive and what is more popular. I don't care for such things, okay? In society these days, people are looking at superficial things. They love superficial things, from religion to what is the latest trends. Okay, I try to teach people about common sense. Okay, so if you don't know what common sense is 1 plus 1 does not always equal to 2. We should know this fact. Okay, 1 plus 1 can equal a plus sign because 1 equals 2. It can equal 11. See, 1 plus 1. It can equal an equal sign because 1 plus 1. It's like how the white masters have scholars or whatever have to create certain mathematical equations and systems. Just like you can make mathematical equations and systems too as well. Okay, A plus B equals C. See how that doesn't make sense, but it's in order. Okay, Pythagorean theorem, all those things are created by man. Everything is created by man, what you see and what you know. Now, let's go with the subject here. When a man in his youth makes a mistake, he can fix all of his problems. The only things he can't really fix is his life, or if he does a crime that he spends 13 years in jail or something for murder or something like that, or he did drugs, he can still fix those things after he get out. Okay, he can fix all of those things when he has sex with a female, which I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to be focused on the sexual side because if a man has sex, as long as he don't get herpes or some kind of incurable disease, he can fix his sexuality. He can change his standards to make himself a better person. He is a singular unit. Okay, remember, let's think about a singular unit. We're not talking about all the other stuff. We're talking about his sexuality, his choices in life. When a man goes through suffering, okay, this is why I'm gonna tell you also the psychology of why the draconians and the oligarchies and the Zionists and the Jewish empires and mostly white judges and shit choose to give all your property to a woman, because eventually men become wiser and they spread more logical information with wise men. Where the woman wants to take advantage of a good man, that destroys the woman automatically. So it doesn't matter if they want to take all your property and give it to her. You're going to get angry, okay, right? But you're going to learn your lesson. You may lose like up to 18 years of your income if you're rich. And this is very important to understand. If you're very rich, women tend to gravitate towards you more, like moths to fucking flame and flies to shit. This is why I don't condone men to becoming super, super fucking wealthy in a country that's already wealthy or developed as well. So men can learn very quickly and teach other men not to do the same that they had done. And men will feel the emotion stronger than a female, Sadell. Okay, and I'm not hating on women. I'm just trying to tell you it's a losing battle for both ends for the female side. Now, when a female makes mistakes, other than that, of having a child, and she can have a urinary tract infection because of the condoms that she's keep putting inside of her, and also not doing any research, sitting down too much. Women are more lazier than men. They don't do as much as men. And I know I talk, but don't hate on the female. I don't hate on the female, right? Race and sex. I don't hate on them. I love women, okay? But the problem is that once they lay with the wrong men, they become corrupted. And that anger spreads to more destruction for their side. So it really doesn't matter how you look at it. Is then when these females get mad, like chopping off white men's dicks, okay? Because it's usually whenever you hear something like some guy's dick getting chopped off, it ain't no black dick, okay? So we got that out of the way, right? We already know that blacks are only 13% of the population. So we're going to keep black and the color shit out of here. When women in general make mistakes, they can't take those mistakes back, especially if they have a child or have an STD. Okay, so these things, they have to be careful before they make the first move. Like when I talk to women, I tell women all the time, are you a virgin? They say that's a personal question. I say that, well, you're going to be personal with me when I take you out, right? It's personal, me spending money on you, right? What is your weight? They want to hide those things because they're not trained to be open with a man who's open. We always try to be open. You do eat a man to man, okay? Mano di mano, okay? Open, 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 open. That's how you're supposed to be. When a female's shy, she's not trained, okay, that can be a problem for her. I don't want to teach my daughters to be shy with an unshy man. If a man is shy, then you can be shy with him. If he's intelligent, he should be intelligent. You should, mano di mano, equal, okay? Logic to logic, okay? You have to be compatible. Now, can it work if a female wants to be passive and he's aggressive? Yeah, sure it can work, but the woman has to do more work. She has to share more. She has to know that her value is not as high as the man. If a woman can put herself beneath a man, she's a better woman, and that king will rise her to the top anyway. Okay, because she will say some derogatory thing about herself, and the man lifts her up. If you want to be complimented as a female, as a queen, as a real queen, and a waltz, and a unicorn, who basically was a virgin, who did not lose her virginity to other men, okay, in particular, you will be raised to the highest pedestal if you're passive. Well, it's not in a woman's right mind to be aggressive. It's not wise. I tell women that if you're aggressive, you're going to lose the battle. It's a waste of time, okay? So my moral, what I'm saying is that if a woman has a baby, she can't take that back unless she tries to kill the baby or lie and say she never had sex or she never had children. She'll be found out if a man is intelligent enough, and that will cause her demise. So in the long run, men can fix their problems their mistakes more easier than a female. So be careful, y'all women out there. This is a message for women too. I just don't talk particularly down on. I don't talk down on anybody. I just try to tell the truth. And it may seem like I'm talking down, but that's the core of the problem. If the woman sleeps with bastard men, then there will be more bastard babies being born. And there will be more bastard retarded kids being born. So you got to be careful who you lay with, women, okay? And men, it's not usually men's fault. It's usually those women who has been corrupted. They chose the wrong man. A mistake that can be costly. And I'll teach my daughter these things way in advance. And I'm curious of how my daughter would turn out. Because I really didn't want daughters in the first place, really, though. I believe that she may become a nuisance later on in my life. But we'll see. But since I'm the disciplined dad, it all depends on her genetics. It also depends on her sexuality. And that's all I really got to say. I got 2 daughters now. Peace.